Assalamu alaikum students. We were discussing about we started our unit governments of the states. We saw that there is three tier of government in India. That's the federal government system, or we can say the decentralization of the power. First one is the union government, second is the state government, third is the local government. We have to discuss about the state legislature, or we can say the state government. As you know that India follows a bicameral legislature both at the central and the state level. However, there is no uniformity in the state legislatures organization. We can say that India follows a bicameral legislature. That means we have two houses at the center, at the states as well. But there is a condition, or we can say at central level we have Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. These are the two houses of the parliament, or at the central level, or that is also called a bicameral legislature. Lok Sabha is the lower house of the parliament, and Rajya Sabha, which is the upper house of the parliament. But if we look at the state level or the state government, states also have bicameral legislature, but some states have bicameral legislature, some have only one. That means we have unicameral system and bicameral system in some states. Unicameral means only legislative assembly, or we can say it Vidhan Sabha. Some states have only legislative assembly, and some have both legislative assembly and legislative council. That means two houses, like we have at the central level two houses. At the state level we have unicameral as well as bicameral. Unicameral legislature means legislative assembly or Vidhan Sabha. Some states have bicameral legislature or bicameral system, that is legislative assembly, which is also called a Vidhan Sabha, and legislative council, which is called a Vidhan Parishad. So first of all we will see legislative assembly, or we can say it Vidhan Sabha. It's also called a legislative assembly, it's also called a Vidhan Sabha. So Vidhan Sabha is a popular house representing the residents of the state. That means legislative assembly is a house, a popular house, which represents the residents of the state, the members of the state, the people of the state. Members of the legislative assembly are directly elected by the people through general elections. Like we have in the Lok Sabha elections, there are also the representative of people which are chosen by the people. Like at the state level we have legislative assembly, where the people choose their representatives through general elections. Members of the assembly should not be more than 500 and less than 60. So the members of the assembly should not be more than 500, only 500, and not less than 60, not 59, not 58, but not less than 60, and also not more than 500. Certain states are reserved for SC and ST. These are the reserved categories, scheduled caste or scheduled tribe. Their seats are reserved, their particular category is there, and their seats are reserved for this legislative assembly. Even one member is nominated by the governor from the Anglo-Indian community. Anglo-Indian community, that means those who have less representation, or from that community one member is nominated by the governor. Rest of the members are elected by the vote of people. You can also see this, as we discussed in the earlier part, that the general limit of strength of the assembly, it depends on the population. As we know that maximum strength is 500 and minimum is 60, but there are some exceptions, as some of the small states have very few population, so they have less than. So we can say that legislative assembly is one, which is also called Vidhan Sabha, has a limit, maximum limit 500, minimum limit 60. States who have less population have less than 60 seats in the legislative assembly. Exceptions are the Sikkim and Meghalaya. SC/STs have reservation in the Vidhan Sabha, that's scheduled caste, scheduled tribe. One member is nominated by the governor from the Anglo-Indian community if not been adequately represented. It is also a lower house in some states where we have also the legislative council, but it is also a unicameral, because some states have only legislative assembly and some have both. Now we will see about the legislative council. It is also called a Vidhan Parishad. It's a permanent body operating at the state level. So it's a permanent body. Legislative assembly is not a permanent body, but legislative council is a permanent body at the state level. It's the upper house of that state. Council can be formed or abolished when the state assembly passes a special resolution in this regard. So it is a permanent body, but in some cases where the legislative assembly can pass a special resolution, it can be formed or it can be abolished. There are both the conditions. So for that, a special resolution is passed in the legislative assembly. The members of the council should not exceed 1/3 of the total members of assembly of the concerned state. So in the legislative council, the limit should not exceed 1/3 of the total members of the assembly of the concerned state. That means state assembly has 500 members. The members of the council should not exceed 1/3 of the total members of the assembly of the concerned state. The tenure of the members of the council is 6 years of legislative council. So we can say that Vidhan Parishad composition or Vidhan Parishad, what is the strength of legislative council? The maximum strength shall not exceed 1/3 of the total strength of Vidhan Sabha. Minimum is 40. 1/3 elected by the MLAs of the state. That means 1/3 members of the are elected by the MLAs, that is members of legislative assembly of the state. 1/3 to be elected by the members of local bodies like panchayats, municipal corporation. 1/12 elected by the teacher not below the rank of secondary school. 1/12 elected by the graduates of the states. 1/6 nominated by the governor having special skill or experience in the field of arts, science, literature, and etc. This was the composition of the legislative council. You can see this. We said that earlier the Vidhan Sabha is the second house in the states which have bicameral legislature. That means those states who have bicameral legislature, that means two houses. States have unicameral legislature and bicameral legislature. Unicameral means only one, that is state legislative assembly. But some states have bicameral legislature. That means they have legislative assembly and legislative council, Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad. So the Vidhan Parishad is the second house in the states which have bicameral legislature. The term of office of members of Lok Sabha is 6 years and 1/3 retire every 2 years. 6 states having bicameral legislature, so we can say those states which have bicameral legislature, that means both the legislative assembly and the legislative council. What are those states? Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Maharashtra, Bihar, Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh. Why these states? Because these states have more population as compared to other states. That's why they have bicameral legislature. Apart from above 6, J&K also has bicameral legislature, but according to special provisions by Article 370. This is the previous statements, but now all we know that it's a UT now, Union Territory. But when J&K was a state under the provision of Article 370, it also has bicameral legislature. It was having legislative assembly as well as the legislative council because of the Article 370. So we can say that Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Maharashtra, Bihar, Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, these are the states which have both the which have bicameral legislature, or both the legislative assembly and legislative council. The term of the office of members of legislative council is 6 years, and 1/3 retire every 2 years of this Vidhan Parishad. and this is the second house in the states which have bicameral legislature. Now we will see legislative assembly versus legislative council. What's the difference, or what's the meaning, what's the election process, what's the nature of these two houses. Legislative assembly, it's called Vidhan Sabha, is the lower house of the state legislature which represents the people of the state. So we can say those states which have only the legislative assembly, those represent the people of that state which are elected by the elections. And on the other hand, legislative council is also called Vidhan Parishad, is the upper house of the state legislature whose members are partly elected and partly nominated. That means some are elected by the members of the legislative assembly and some are nominated by the governor of that state. Here the legislative assembly, they have the direct election because the people chose the representatives, that means they have the direct election, while in the legislative council they have indirect election because the members of the legislative council are chosen by the members of the legislative assembly. Legislative assembly is temporary and legislative council is permanent. It can be abolished or formed by the special provisions. Now we will see the another thing. Maximum strength is 500 members and minimum strength is 60 members in legislative assembly, while in legislative council 1/3 of the total members of state assembly but not less than 40. That means from the 500, 1/3 of the members should be in the legislative council. That means almost 30%, but not less than 40. Here minimum strength is 60, here is 40. Legislative assembly, the member should be 25 years of age, then only he can be a member of legislative assembly. In legislative council, the member should be 30 years. In legislative assembly, there is speaker, presiding officer, and in legislative council, there is chairman who is presiding officer, or we can say speaker holds the sessions in the legislative assembly, and legislative council there is the chairman who holds all the sessions of the legislative council, or we can in simple terms, speaker is the head of the legislative assembly and chairman is the head of the legislative council. Thank you so much. This was about the legislative assembly and legislative council. In next lecture we can see next topic. Thank you.